Conversations about empathy versus sympathy are fantastic, and I'm actually going to share with you the three-stage model of sympathy, empathy, and compassion that I learned many years ago and now teach to our students who are training to become psychotherapists. See, in this model, we say that sympathy is sort of at the bottom. Sympathy is the experience of seeing somebody else, usually hurting, and being able to recognize that, but then you kind of just feel badly for them. So you don't join in the emotional experience, but you at least see it and then respond. Empathy, though, includes having a joint experience, a sort of mirroring of the other person's emotional state. And that is a closer connection to them, but can still sometimes lead to problems because you can get sucked into that emotion. Sometimes it's hard to even tell whether or not the emotion you're feeling is sort of your own or the mirroring of the other. And a great example of this are kids with parents that are too enmeshed. And then what happens is, let's say mom feels sad and the kid just feels sad every time mom feels sad, but doesn't even know that's why. And that can lead to a lot of problems, as you might imagine. In comes compassion as a third sort of enhanced state, where when you have the empathic experience, you now recognize that while you're feeling sad, that's not your own sadness. I can look at you and say, I feel how sad you are, and yet at the same time recognize that I'm not going to get sucked in and end up, for example, curled up in my own bed crying because of how sad you are. And therefore, I can remain helpful and understanding and be a source of support rather than now the two of us just both being down. So I hope some of you find that model helpful, and if you have any questions or areas you want me to expand on more, just let me know in the comments.